Okay, class, today we're going to be doing using law of logs to solve equations. So if you look at this, it's telling you that you're going to have to condense each side to one log and then use this property to solve. So the property is simply saying that if I have logs on both sides, my log cancels. So let's talk about why that happens. Because can't I divide by the log? So if I divide by log b and divide by log b, anything over itself is what? That's correct, 1. So wouldn't that just be left with m equals n? So let's look at number 1. So looking at number 1, because I have the same logs on both sides, I can get rid of the logs, and I really just have 3x plus 5 equals 8x minus 12. Take my 3 over, I'll get 5x. Bring my 12 over, I get 17. Divide by 5, I get x equals 17 over 5. So that is my solution, 17. Okay, so now let's look at number 2. So on number 2, I have to deal with my power first. So I know this 3 is going to move here. So now that I've done that, I can cancel my logs. So I have x to the third equals 27. So that means something to the third power equals 27. Most of you should be able to look at that and say x is 3. If not, remember, can I raise this to the 1/3 power to get rid of the 3? And whatever I do to one side, I do the other. And isn't raising that to the third power the equivalent of taking the third root of 27? Therefore, x would be 3. Okay, let's look at number 3. So first thing I know is that on number 3 that I need to move my power to here. So if I look at that, that really, and I'm going to go step by step for you. That really gives me a log base 2 of x equals a log base 2 of 3 to the second power is 9 plus a log base 2 of 5. So remember, the first thing is I got to get this to one log on both sides. Because if I look at the right side, I have addition. So if I add on the outside, I multiply on the inside. So this really says log base 2 of 9 times 5, which is 45. So now I can get rid of my logs. And so I have x equals 45. Okay, let's go to the next page. So again, I have 2 logs on one side, so I know I'm going to have to condense that. So I really have log base 8, because I'm subtracting, I'm dividing, of 48 divided by x equals log base 8 of 4. So now I can cancel my logs. And I have 48 over x equals 4, which is the same as 4 over 1. I cross multiply, I get 4x equals 48, which gives me x equals 12. So my solution is x equals 12. Okay, let's go down to number 5. Now, 5 is looking off balance. I have 3 on one side and 2 on the other. So I know I need to make 2 on both sides so I can condense them both to 1. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my log base 7 of x plus my log base 7 of x. Leave that over there, and I'm going to take my other log over to the other side. So that's going to make it log base 7 of 3 plus log base 7 of 12. So now I'm just going to write them as one log. So this is log base 7. If I multiply x and x, I'm going to get x squared. And that's going to equal log base 7. Again, I'm multiplying, I'm going to get 36. So when I cancel my logs, I get x squared equals 36. Take the square root, I get x equals 6. So my solution is x equals 6. Okay, let's look at the next one. Okay, so they already have both logs, 2 logs on each side. So I know I need to divide the left side of the equation. So that's going to be log base 2 of 2x minus 1 over x plus 5. So knowing that I got to take this half to here, I know that 36 to the half power is really 6. And because I got to take that 2 to here, I know 2 to the second power is 4. So this is really a 6, and this is really a 4. So I got to divide a 6. I'm going to go ahead and write my log. I'm going to divide log base 2, 6 divided by 4. So now I'm going to cancel my log and set those equal to each other. So now I have 2x minus 1 over x plus 5 equals 6 over 4. If I cross multiply, I get 8x minus 4 equals 6x plus 30. Take my 6 over, I get 2x. Take my 4 over, I get 34. Divide, I get x equals 17. So my solution then becomes x equals 17. Okay, class, now the next thing is another A page. You know that that's an assignment which is due, so have a good night.